Hi, it's that time of year when friends and family come over and all of a sudden you have to decorate your home and you're in a dither because you don't know what to do. So I'm going to show you really quick some easy things that you might have around the house. First of all, everybody tends to congregate in the kitchen, so we're going to decorate the island a little bit so it gives that holiday flavor. And we're going to use this burlap that you can get at a hardware store and landscape fabric, and it's very inexpensive and it works really well, and you don't have to spend a big pile of money to do it. So I cut this piece to fit, and we're just going to kind of bunch it up on the counter like this. And then we're going to work in some natural materials that you have probably hanging around the house, or you might get some at your local florist or some specialty shop that you really like. And we've got some candlesticks, mossy kinds of cones, and we have these darling little deer. Aren't they cute? And this will surely amaze your friends and astound your enemies when they see how cute you can make your house look in just a few minutes. So we have some different textures going on here. We've got the candle that echoes the cone, and then we have different sizes of cones, so we can just make a little landscape here. And then garlands are great because you can just kind of work them around. You don't have to be a genius to use them. We're just going to work these around the deer. And create a little scene here with the little deer and the pine cones. Another little cone. And then we have some magical frosty glittery nests, because you can never have too much glitter at Christmas time. There's another little nest. And then I just like to use plain white tableware that I have in my cabinet for all year round. And we can just set these in with the little scenery that we've got going on here. And we have some wine. You have to have wine so everyone gets along. Set that up. And some dishes. And then you can kind of tie everything together with ribbons. And here we have some green, because we're going to use that mossy natural green look. And we're just going to clip little pieces, because this is kind of expensive, so you don't want to like go crazy with it. We'll just tie some of that on here. Just gives a little tied together look, tied with a tie. And if you want to, you can put some on your wine bottles. Kind of sparks it up. Kind of keeps it all in the same kind of a palette there. And I just chose this natural looking palette because it's something that you might have available, and it's the trend right now. I've used a wine holder to hold the silverware. And we have some different candles we can put around, because candles add ambiance. And then I like to use these mercury glass because that's also the rage. And I like to use these fake candles because my guests get a little bit rowdy sometimes and we don't want to start a fire. So we'll just use some of that. And then just to sparkle things up, we'll just add a few little gold ornaments here and there. Just kind of make it a little more dressy and sparkly. And there you've got it. And just imagine if you have your food on here and everything's going on and all the guests are in and having a great time. Okay, so we're going to tie this table for two in with our counter that we just did. And I have it set up with the greens and browns in the background, and you can see the Christmas tree is also in the same palette. And so we're just going to use a little bit of hydrangea here that we got from our florist. If I catch you going in the grocery store buying these, I will come and kill you. because you have to go to the flower shop because you are supporting your local economy by doing that. So anyway, we're going to just put some hydrangea, and we have some nice textures going on using a seed of eucalyptus. Make sure you use a watertight container, and if you have a container that doesn't hold water, you can put in a plastic bag or line it with aluminum foil or something so it doesn't leak all over your table. We're just going to put this in there, hydrangea. And I've got some of these really cool green ones that actually grow this color. Those are pretty. Picks up that green. And you don't have to have 3 of something to do any, you know, that old rule of 3 of this and 5 of that, that odd number stuff. That's just a rule meant to be broken. And I've got some pretty pussy willow here. We can stick some sticks in there, give it that woodsy look. Back in there. And some more woodsy look. It kind of ties in with the wreath and everything. And then these are some really cool eucalyptus pods that you can get at your florist. Or maybe if you're lucky enough to live somewhere where they grow, that's even more awesome. And then you can add some cedar if you like, just for a little extra fragrance. And here again, I've used the plain white china that I have in my cabinet, and I love to collect the green depression glass, so that kind of brings everything together too. So it's really not that hard. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to make a centerpiece. As long as your flowers are fresh and nice. And that just kind of makes everything a little bit nicer when you have fresh flowers. And then we can add some pine cones. Got the white tip ones here, goes with the container. It just makes it really extra sparkly and fun. And you can put some of these around at the plates, make them extra sparkle. You can never have too much at Christmas. More is more. So just pile it on. And it'll look really great and fun, and everybody will think you're a genius. Cheers.